with you here at Popcultcha. I'm Andy. This is Josh. I don't know who this guy is, but this is Josh. Boy, it's good to be back, isn't it? Bianca's here as well. Oh, everyone, it's gonna be a fun hour.
Everybody's here. The whole team's here. Everybody that would ever need to be here for this show is here.
We are. Not late though, sorry. Mike's filling in filming this week. It's gonna be a great show. You know the deal. You tune in. We show you cool stuff.
And you win some prizes.
You might win some prizes. That's the funnest part. We give away prizes, don't we, Josh?
Yeah, we give away prizes.
Yeah,
what
we
prizes
do.
are we giving away, Andy?
Well, we're going to give away this Harry Potter with Hogwarts letters, deluxe,
They're not just
Funko exclusive pop vinyl figure.
He's not just got the one letter, he's got a whole bunch of them there.
They're all coming out of the fireplace.
They really wanted him to go to Hogwarts.
They did.
So they put the sack down his chimney and they all fell down.
Nothing like a sack down a chimney. Full of letters for all H-pots. We'll give away some other prizes as well. What are they? Let's think about it right now on the spot. We're organised this week, let me tell you. Let's give away, you know what, let's give away two of the Harry Potter Hogwarts.
Two of them?
Yeah, I'm feeling generous.
Two lucky people are going to get lots of letters.
I'm feeling generous. And you know what, I think we might give away this awesome Project Pig from Hasbro.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
So, without further ado, you might want to know how you can win said prizes. Well, let me tell you folks, all you need to do is comment on this feed, ask a question, leave a comment, criticise us,
yeah,
sure. Just as long as you put words on the page, the digital page, the Facebook page, then you might go in the running to win because Luke is sitting there, he's looking at everything you're saying, every word, every little comment, and he's taking note and he's looking for some names. Some random names. Names are random. He's going to put them on the prize wheel.
We call him Question Master Luke.
Question Master Luke. He once asked us questions. That got us in trouble, so we don't do that anymore. Now we just give things away.
I don't think it actually got us in trouble, did it?
It didn't get us in trouble. But
Came very close.
it did, man. But any which way, just leave a comment on the feed. Go in the running, win those awesome prizes. End of the episode, we're going to spin the wheel. Someone's going to win some prizes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I'd like to show you this week. But let's start by telling you about the awesome sale that's happening this weekend. Last weekend it was statues and action figures. Well, this weekend Handsome Will's going to be excited because it's 20% off books and vinyl records, folks. That's right. Just leave the comment HIP, what is it?
The code.
Code word.
Yeah.
Comment code. When you're checking out, put the code HIP, H-I-P, all caps, into the cart or the checkout to apply the 20% off discount. It's this weekend, it's running all weekend, in-store, online, books and records. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's exciting. It's a good time to expand your library of either, books or records.
Yeah.
Andy really just loves his
Or
poster.
both at once. Want to pop a record on while you're reading?
Yeah, you see Bigfoot, he's got a record and a book, so he's
Yeah.
sitting in for a nice evening.
He's popping a recce and he's flicking a book.
Flicking a book, popping a recce. What a great weekend he's gonna have.
Yeah,
and you can have that same great weekend if you just
But
use the code HIP.
probably next weekend because we're leaving tonight and nothing's gonna get shipped till Monday.
Yeah. So next weekend, plan next weekend, right? This weekend. 20% off.
Unless
You go in the
you're in the
store.
shop. So unless you're in Victoria, anywhere in Victoria,
I feel like
do
we're
a
not
road
really.
trip.
I feel like we're all in all sorts today, Josh.
What do you mean?
We haven't even got to anything yet. 20% off books and records this weekend. Use the code HIP at the checkout. Win some prizes, leave some comments. This is how we do it. This is how we've always done it.
Only use the code HIP if you want 20% off though. If you want to pay full price, you can still do
You
that.
can. You
Yeah.
still
You
put the
can
code
still
in.
play full price if you want.
Yeah.
Use the code HIP if you want 20% off.
And if you don't
Don't use it.
don't use it. If you go in store, they'll just give you the 20% off. Though I don't feel like you can refuse. You can't refuse it.
If you go into the
Can't
shop,
do it.
it's
You
like
can't
no,
refuse
you can. If you go into the
No.
shop and say broken hip, they won't. They'll be like, it's like a secret menu item. They'll know that you don't want the discount.
Hey, I have a broken hip, and they'll be like, "Oh yes, sir, full price for you, sir."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should really talk about some products.
We should, because we should stop just talking.
Yeah. Let's start with Funko.
Let's start with
what do we
Funko.
got from Funko?
You know what? That's not, because we've got stuff in the way, Funko. Let's start with Primitive
Primitive.
Skate. Primitive Skate. We've got some awesome new apparel. And yeah, Graham, I'll let you take the lead on all this because I just want to stop talking for a while.
Yeah, awesome. So like, yeah, we got a huge drop from Primitive. So first we've got this really sick jacket. So this is all based on Dragon Ball Super, which I don't know a lot about, so I'm not even going to try talking about all these characters.
I heard it's the best Dragon Ball one because it's pretty super.
I like it.
I thought you were going to stop talking.
Yeah, I was. I'm sorry.
So we've got that. We've got a whole bunch of hoodies and stuff as well. What's really cool about Primitive stuff is that they tend to, or at least with this drops, they keep it quite simplistic on the front, and then they just go full bore on the back. So while you're like, you know, actually skating and doing like ollies and kick flips and all that kind of thing, people can.
Is this
Check
brand
out-
exclusively for skateboarders?
Yeah, if you don't have a skateboard, you're not allowed to buy it.
Yeah, don't buy it unless you have a skateboard.
Bro, I'm pretty sure you need to show your skateboarding license
Yeah.
when you go to purchase it. Except with us, you can just buy it with us without the license.
Yeah, we don't ask for ID.
This is a pretty cool one. I'm just loving the tie-dye here. I just remember watching Cheese TV like early in the morning, and all they were doing in the show most of the time is just like powering up, and then the next episode they were still powering up, and I just I don't know a lot about Dragon Ball. Anyway, we've also got some snapback hats also, which are super cool. I'm really liking this olive green one. And who's on the front of this one? I don't even remember. Is that?
It's Trunks.
It is
No,
Trunks.
No. Is it Trunks?
Is it Trump?
Yeah, I
I
think
was gonna
that's
say
Trunks.
Trunks.
Guys, is
Yeah.
it Trunks? Can you tell
That's
us?
Trunks.
Is this
I
Trunks?
don't know if it's Trunks.
Is it Trunks?
If it's Trunks, I
I know
actually
this
know
one,
the
though.
most about anime.
That's Beerus. I know that. Yay.
I don't know what Beerus is, but I know
His
that it's Trunks.
God Destruction.
Beerus is a
He's a god.
big purple
Oh, he's a little
cat
kitty
guy.
cat.
No, he's not. He's
He's a little kitty cat. And you may have thought that was all, but no, we got a whole pile of shit.
I like
We've
that.
got a lot of stuff.
I like that.
I'm
That's
really
cool.
liking this grey wash. So that is Jiren versus Goku Blue.
John P. Mills
I
has
think
Super
Saiyan,
Saiyan.
Super
Is
Saiyan.
indeed Trunks.
Guys, it was Trunks.
Hey John, can you
Don't worry.
confirm, is that Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku?
How many S's are in that Super Set?
SSGSS Goku.
Well, we've got a more specific future Trunks.
Future Trunks.
From the future?
You would hope so.
Yeah, we have a lot. I'm just going to start powering through these. This
I like
one is
that.
really cool. So this is another Trunks one. I'm pretty sure.
That one
Has
reminds
anyone
me.
confirmed if this is actually Trunks?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got a
future-
sword. I
future
think
Trunks.
Trunks has a sword. That's
Future,
like
Future Trunks
Trunks'
has a sword.
thing.
Okay, cool.
Those colours always remind me of Minnesota.
Why do they remind you of
I
Minnesota?
don't know, just that green. I don't know.
They make
Why?
me think of.
I don't know, Wisconsin, that's what it reminds me of.
I just think of like St. Patrick's Day for some reason.
I think of 90s America.
Okay. Oh, we've got this.
Oh! Yeah, that's
Really cool one
fancy.
as well. I'm a bit of a fan of this one. I like purples. And then we've got a big cat guy
Wow.
on the back. That might be
Yes.
really insulting for some people to hear, but
He is a big cat guy. Look at him.
He's like
I
an
don't know how else to describe him.
Egyptian god. They had cats like that as gods.
Sure. There's a bunch of t-shirts as well, folks. We've got so many t-shirts.
many t-shirts. Now most of the good art on these are on the back as well.
Future
Ooh,
Trunks coming
cool.
back at you. Oh, there's past Trunks as well.
Gotta love a grid. Gotta love a good grid.
Have we started with that one? You would know those Trunks got the word Trunks on it.
Yeah, that would require planning though.
Well, we're super organized today, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, we are. We're getting there. We're gonna win.
John,
I do not know this character off the top of my head,
It looks
but
like
it's a character. Josh, who is this?
oh, I do know who that is actually. He's another Kai person.
well,
Well, I don't know, but
yeah.
there's another
Orange.
Jiren versus Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan
I
Goku.
really like the colour of that one.
Yeah, it's very orange. Do you know what else is very orange?
This more orange one.
This more orange one, orange Goku color. It's doing a stomp.
And this is not orange, this is beige. But also it has trunks on it.
Anything but bland. Look at that trunks.
Yeah. This one, you probably just
Oh, it's
think.
got someone on the front.
Yeah, you're like,
Three
oh,
things
this
on the
is,
front.
this is pretty plain, right? You're wrong.
Whoa, there he is.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, powering up.
Same kind of deal.
Super.
But on the back there's a
Whoa,
lot of action going
man.
on.
So much power.
Oh man, look at this long sleeve.
Oh yeah, we got a few long sleeves as well. Or
That
at
there?
least that one.
I know who that is. That's Ultra Instinct.
I like that it's a long sleeve, but Goku's got no sleeves, nor anything.
What
Would
makes
you
you-
would you have
We've got
would you
another
wear
Cirrus
sleeves?
Also, big cat guy.
Well, it's a cat guy again.
And if you had arms that looked like that, would you wear sleeves?
Yeah, I'd be self-conscious.
I wouldn't.
I really like the colour of this shirt. So this is another Ultra Instinct one also.
It's like a cranberry.
Cranberry. And a little light blue one. If you're looking for something a little bit more simple. That's who is that?
I don't know who that is.
Whoa, yeah, I like this
Hit.
one.
Hit.
Is that
It's a bit
puffy ink?
It
Yeah.
is actually.
Oh,
There's
that's
puffy
retro.
ink on like
That's
pretty
some
much
retro
most of the
puffy
designs,
ink right
especially on the back.
Yeah, I like that. Wow.
Throwback to the 80s.
Yes.
Oh, diggity. And is this the last one, Josh? I know we got
Jared.
one. Whoa, look at that guy. Oh,
This is the
lovely.
last one. Another long sleeve, and it's Beerusio.
Yay.
And I'm a big fan of this colour. What can I say?
Now, guys, we arranged a lot of primitive collabs, apparel and skate decks. So if you're not into Dragon Ball Super, you might be into Dragon Ball Z, you might be into, boy, a bunch of other things.
Naruto.
We got Naruto. We got heaps.
I think a lot of anime stuff, right?
Yeah, we do. A lot of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, they do a lot of anime crossovers.
But heaps to look at, heaps of designs, heaps of colours, heaps of different garments. Long sleeve, short sleeve, jackets,
And if you
no jackets.
if you're anything like me and you leave it way too long to buy new clothes, it's good to just buy them because they're good quality as well.
It is good quality.
Yes, if you're just looking for new clothes in a convenient space, they're good quality.
Very good quality. Anyway, that's all new arrivals from Primitive. Let's talk about some Funko, Josh.
Funko. So we got some stuff. We got some Marvel things. Bianca, you should definitely talk about these.
There's a lot of fun
Before I butcher this.
Well, it's not like Bianca's wearing any attire that would suggest that she should adequately discuss these Marvel lines.
No.
Yeah.
I am excited about that Spider-Girl pop though. I'm expanding my knowledge on Mayday Parker at the moment, and do you think I can recall any of that information right now? No, because I forgot it all immediately. Anyway, so Spider-Girl, Mayday Parker, and there's a chase with this one, isn't there, Andy?
Yeah, maybe.
I believe there is. Anyway, we don't have that, but we also have Dr. Octopus.
Doc Ock.
So it's not the version we're going to see in No Way Home, but it is
We don't know
confirmed it's
that.
going to
We
be
don't
in
know what we might see in No Way Home.
Well, there's an official poster now with Doc Ock's arms in it and everything.
Well, I mean, he was in the trailer. Like,
Yeah,
he
well,
really was
that's
in
it.
the trailer. But I don't know. There
That's
might be an
fun.
animated segment.
And we've also
Multiverse,
got
man.
Black Cat down here as well, and we've also got a whole bunch of newbies from Marvel What If, so Zombie Hunter Spidey, Zombie Scarlet Witch, Zombie Iron Man, and Zombie Captain America. And let me tell you, there is nothing scarier than zombies that retain all their superhero abilities, and they're also dead and trying to kill everything.
Well,
That's
I would
just
counter that
terrifying.
argument with that doll sitting
Yeah.
on it.
I was gonna say. I don't know if you've heard the story of Robert the Doll.
We're not even.
No, we're not getting
Save
to that
it.
yet.
Save it.
Sorry.
Can you save Robert the Doll?
All right, we also have some new anime pops. We got Fire Force. I don't know what this was. I
Did you
still
look into it?
No, I didn't. I'm just
Okay.
gonna guess based on what they're wearing. These are a bunch of firefighters, and then they gained powers.
Well, the top one looks like a nun.
No, it's a firefighter. And then, so we have Shinra, Maki, Arthur, and Iris. We also have Shinra in a glow variant as well. If anybody's seen Fire Force, let us know in the comments. Let us know if
Is it good? Is it worth
good?
watching?
Yeah. We also have some Eternals pops, which
Josh, you seen this film?
I've actually seen this film.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you that much about it because I didn't pay that much close attention to it, but Amy really wanted to watch it, so we watched it. But yeah, so there's Sprite,
Josh comes out of this and said, look, it was 3 hours. I don't know why I want to see it.
Yeah, it was 3 hours. I know why I wanted to see it, because I want to watch James Bond.
And
So-
you were hoping the trailer was on it.
The trailer was on there, but also like to get her to go to James Bond, it's a trade up. Yeah, it's give and take. We got a Yu-Gi-Oh Pop, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, and that's part of the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm guessing you can't see the sticker from here, but we also have some Pokemon ones in the Pokemon line, Dragonite, which that doesn't have anything to do with Charmander or Charizard. How strange is that?
Yeah, it doesn't.
And Pidgeotto, who I like his haircut. Reminds me of the Peaky Blinders.
I haven't actually watched that. I'm really not understanding the
Peaky Blinders.
comparison.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a real 1920s undercut look.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just based on his feathers. that
Yeah.
look like
Yeah,
that.
it's slip
Okay.
under.
It looks oily and British.
Yeah.
British bird.
We also have some Christmas stuff because guess what? It's getting close to Christmas. We have Bjorn Cranmore. He's from Sweden and he's an octopus. We have SpongeBob SquarePants, not to be confused with Christmas. But that's part of the Pops with Purpose line, I think.
It is. It's
It
the
is?
special edition one. Pops with Purpose. He's doing something. He's on the side.
He's generous.
I can't see from here.
BMO from Adventure Time. Winnie the Pooh. He's reading a book. I'd imagine he got that from the Popcultcha 20% off books and vinyl record sale, which is happening this weekend. So if you like getting 20% off books and vinyl records, use the code HIP
HIP all caps.
at the checkout and you'll get 20% off. If you don't want discounts, just don't use the code, and that's fine also. As we touched on a little bit earlier, we've got a Funko Shop exclusive deluxe Harry Potter with Hogwarts letters. They're coming down the chimney. He's like throwing them all up in the air because he's so excited about going to Hogwarts. So it's like confetti. Is that what?
It's essentially like letter confetti.
Yeah.
It's a
Except
super
he's
fun
not.
scene.
He's not throwing them. They're just up in the air. From Overwatch, we've got a Blizzard anniversary edition of Bastion. Bastion? Yeah.
Just Bastion.
Bastion.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Madam Web
Madam
from the
Web.
animated
From
series,
the
right?
Animated series, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
animated series,
The animated
special
series.
special edition sticker.
And then from Sword in the Stone, it's
Madam
Madam
and Dragon.
I love that one.
Lot of madams.
A couple of madams.
Couple of
One
madams.
with a knee, one without, but one's
Yep.
a dragon, and one is a spider thing.
Hey, well, guess what, Andy? Traveling's opening back up again, and some people might want to go to Disneyland, but do you know what? If you don't want to do that just yet, we've got this next best thing, and that is Mickey Mouse at Space Mountain attraction. He's riding the ride for you while you can't be there, and we have Goofy at the Goofy at the Dumbo Flying Elephant attraction. Wow, how confusing.
Goofy on Dumbo. But
Goofy
it's not
on
really
Dumbo.
It's a plastic Dumbo, fiberglass Dumbo. But this is not a fiberglass Dumbo. This is a vinyl figure of a fiberglass Dumbo that Goofy is in.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
All right, Andy.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that we have in for Pops for the week is that was my favourite character in the Eternals because he was
Harry Shen.
he's bigger than Worlds.
What?
Yeah, he's bigger than the world.
What he's not.
Yeah, he is.
So not right now.
No, not on that scale. But just in general, he was a good character because it was. I just like scale. You know?
I would have thought it's because it's got 6 eyes.
No, just
Nice.
like scale because it was like he'd call them and they'd like be stood there and they'd just be like that and he'd just be like telling them how disappointed he was with them. And it was just
Bad Eternals.
yeah. I just love scale. That's why I'm excited to see the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie.
I loved those books.
Yeah, I just
Looking forward to big things, and speaking of big things, it's 20% off books and records this weekend with the code HIP. And to tell you about some of the records that are currently on sale, 20% off, it's Handsome Will! Handsome Will, yay!
G'day guys, I'm back as per every week with a handful of records to show you guys. This week I picked out a few more records because we've just received a big shipment and we're getting these ones up in stock ready for the sale. So to take you guys through, I'm going to go a little bit quicker than normal just to get through all the titles
Let's
we've
do
got.
it, let's do it.
But
Is
in my
that-
hand right now,
is that 20% off?
It is.
they're all 20% off.
Alright,
You
okay.
can ask each one.
I might have some questions on any that I think are good because
I'm intrigued by the art on this one.
That's banging,
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
it? That's
This is,
really
uh,
cool.
Teenage
I knew
Gizzards.
Luke would
So this one isn't actually an official album, but it is. So basically, King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard decided to let people bootleg their albums. So they provide all the things that people need to bootleg their albums. So this is an official bootleg, if that makes any sense.
Sort of a live show?
No, it's actually a compilation of old songs that they've just dug up. So recordings from everything of their early days, like pre-2010 to up to the more recent albums, just things that haven't been included that they really like. But yep, basically compiled that into this Teenage Gizzard album, and yep.
Is that
Awesome.
a baby in that?
I'm intrigued by this because I used to go see some of the guys in King Gizzard Lizard Wizard back when they were teenagers. But it's mixed. It's mixed by
Stu.
Stu.
Yes.
So yeah.
By Stu?
Not that
yeah.
Stu.
I have to check this out.
I must
Yeah.
have thought that too.
Is that
listened to it
20%
before, it's
off?
really good.
20% off, Josh.
That one's 20% off.
It is.
Even though it's so good, it's 20%
Yeah, it's so
off.
good and 20% off.
Oh, this is
So
gonna. This
It's
is.
a bit like 12 Bar Brews and stuff. It's a good compilation.
I have to check it out.
Next
Because
up-
I think I know this one. I think I do. Sorry, Will.
No, you're all good. Next up, I've got a 4-track EP from the DMAs. It's their latest release, and it is I Love You Unconditionally.
Oh, that's nice.
Something, did I miss you? Sure, I'm gonna miss you. But anyway, this is their latest EP. It's on translucent blue vinyl, and it's a really good EP as they are really good songwriters, and they've sort of made their name in Australia as really great songwriters and really great musicians.
It's got an explicit sticker on there, so you know it's good.
Parents, watch out.
Next up, Bad News Boys by the King Khan Barbecue Show.
Oh.
Really awesome album. It's a classic, cool artwork, great sounds throughout. Next up, I've got a couple Bowie albums. So first up, Let's Dance, classic Bowie. I'm sure everybody knows what's on that
The
one.
Bowie
And
album's 20% off.
Yeah, they are.
They are 20% off. And Tonight by Bowie as well. And here I've got the Arctic Monkeys. What was this one titled?
Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not.
Oh, Josh, that is the most
It's-
British answer.
Yeah.
It's a really classic album. I think it was their debut. I
Yeah, it
believe
was
so.
2004.
I remember 2004. I remember the Arctic Monkeys.
I remember 2004. I was like 4.
Oh, it's good. It's good. 20% off. Classic album.
Next up, I've got a fair few soundtracks to go through. So first up, I've got the Halloween original motion picture soundtrack. Now this isn't the original Halloween, it's the 2018 reboot. So still composed by John Carpenter himself, who was involved in the making of the film. But it features a lot of similar sounds to the original soundtrack, a lot of synths, a lot of ominous and thrilling sounds. Next up, a couple of weird ones in my opinion. Howard Shore and John Cronenberg, I believe it is.
Yep.
Crash and what's this one called again? What was that one? Naked Lunch. It's about an exterminator who likes the pesticide and then uncovers a weird conspiracy. This one's about sort of arousal from car crashes. Strange movies, but very classic Howard Shore soundtracks.
Are they both 20% off?
They-
Even though
They're
they're
both
movies?
20% off.
It's good.
Thank you, Bianca.
It's so good.
Next up, Stephen King's Children of the Corn, soundtrack by Jonathan Alias. Really awesome soundtrack, very classic in terms of horror soundtracks. It's pressed on a really cool Harvest Moon red vinyl.
I really like the foil detail. on the
Yeah,
front.
yeah, nice sickle there.
So even though it's got foil, it's still 20%
It's
off.
still 20% off when you believe it. You
20%
just have to use the word, the code HIP, H-I-P at checkout, folks. Oh,
There's
it's not
that-
David Lynch's Dune.
It's David Lynch's
Oh.
Dune. Soundtrack by none other than Toto, featuring Brian Eno, classic names. A really awesome soundtrack, lots of synth sounds throughout it. It's sort of become a staple in cult soundtracks, but I really enjoy it. Any words?
Yeah, nobody buy this for 20% off because I want it.
So don't use the code.
Don't use the code.
No, you're not allowed.
Okay,
Next
that's
up,
confusing now.
Star Trek Discovery, season 1, volumes 1 and 2. This is compiling the music by Jeff Russo from the Star Trek Discovery series. Really awesome series. It's on coloured vinyl. Definitely recommend checking that one out if you're a Star Trek fan. Next up, soundtrack to the film Old Boy.
Oh, that movie's so good.
Yep,
Yeah.
South Korean film.
No, the one with
The remake.
No, Josh! With good old Josh Brolin.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah, no, the Korean version's so much better.
It's not this one, Josh.
Oh,
Josh is a remake kid if you've ever seen
I
him.
was
I
shocked
didn't-
that he'd seen a foreign film.
Josh can't read the subtitles.
yeah, I didn't think that movie that I watched had that much sounds in it, so I was confused about the soundtrack aspect of it. But watch the remake. That's my recommendation.
I recommend you watch the original first.
Okay, it doesn't have subtitles.
It has
Yes.
subtitles,
Yes.
but there's a dubbed version, but I recommend watching the subtitle version.
No, you just put Josh on the dub version for sure.
Next up, Shaun of the Dead, classic Simon Pegg, Nick Frost film.
Is that
So-
20% off, even though it's a classic?
It
It's a 20% off classic.
Jeez, that's good.
It is good. Yeah, classic zombie film. Sort of takes the comical side of zombies, and yeah, it's just a really good film. A lot of British humour in that one, so you probably do enjoy it, Josh.
I did enjoy that actually. I've seen it. Oh, I enjoyed that as well. Big Trouble in Little China.
Big
Yeah,
Trouble in Little China.
A ripping soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Carpenter.
Ripping.
It's it sort of stands out from the rest of his soundtracks in that it's not horror-esque. It's a lot of synth sort of pop, and it's a really cool soundtrack to a really cool film with Kurt Russell. Thank you, Bianca.
Very
Sorry.
funky too.
It is funky, yeah. Yeah, it's quite different to the rest. Next up, a couple of Stranger Things soundtracks. So I've got what have I got in my right hand? I've got
Oh,
the
Sandy's gonna love those.
You got volume 2.
Volume 2 of Season 1, is it?
That's season something, volume 2, and that's season
Oh,
something,
so
volume.
this is just the Stranger Things 2 one from Season 2, and then this is from the first season, but the second volume of soundtrack.
Wow. You can tell
Anyway.
that his powers got better because she's using 2 hands in the second one.
And she's got hair.
And she grew the hair,
it's
yeah.
true.
That's
Powerful.
pretty representative of her power.
And also these guys got better because they got better super suits.
Yeah, they got Ghostbusters outfits.
But anyway, the soundtrack itself is very 80s, a lot of synth sounds, a lot of sort of synth pop in these ones. Definitely recommend checking out these soundtracks if you enjoyed the show, as I'm sure many of you did. Thank you, Bianca. Sorry, that part was getting quite
No, it's
big.
fine.
Next up, Man of Steel, Hans Zimmer soundtrack. Pretty much a modern classic, really awesome soundtrack to the film that was written by, what's his name?
Superman.
Christopher Nolan. But yeah, really awesome Superman film that I'm sure a lot of you know with Henry Cavill. Really awesome soundtrack by Hans Zimmer to go alongside it.
Oh, now there's a classic version.
Last
Seen
but
it?
not least, Titanic, the
Oh,
soundtrack.
wow.
I think this one's on pink vinyl, but
Yes.
yeah, very classic soundtrack.
It features the Academy Award-winning song "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
Yeah,
Wow.
Will your heart go on though, Andy?
Will for 20% off.
Also one of the most boring movies ever made.
3 hours again.
3 hours. If you want a movie about Leonardo DiCaprio with a girlfriend, watch Great Gatsby.
Josh really likes President's Great Gatsby. It's his favorite movie.
That's a hot take and a half. But anyway, this is a great soundtrack. I'd be very surprised if many of you don't recognise the songs on this because they're incredibly iconic. Great film, great soundtrack, and that's the last one in my pile.
Oh, wow. I'm going to take that one.
So is that also, that's also 20% off?
It's 20%
That
off.
one's also
Folks.
20% off.
It's the Scottish Titanic.
Are those Andy's picks? Can we just have a quick recap of
That's
Andy's
the old
picks?
way, Josh. No, well, I wanted
But-
to do this, but I'm not going back in there. So
Oh.
anyway, it's deep. It's deep. Anyway, thanks,
Anyway.
thanks, Will. Let me get the
Oh,
bottle.
thank you very much.
Another week with Handsome Will and his handsome record collection.
I just can't get over the fact that all of those are 20% off, even the good movie ones.
And speaking of 20% off, let's take a look at something else that's 20% off this week, folks.
Books?
It's books.
So this books, that's all kinds of books, right? So that's
Yeah.
we got
Art books.
art books,
Look,
comic books,
art
graphic novels.
from DC and Social Collectibles. We've got the
Artemondo.
Artemondo and Death Box. The
That's-
soundtracks.
That's kind of 2 for 1 because
That's
that's
like the perfect segue.
yeah.
Collectibles and records, and we've got books about the art of them. Out of each, yes we do. And if you like video games, we've got the Art of Watch Dogs.
We got quite a few video game art books though.
We do. Speaking of video game art books,
We got Rick and Morty.
That's not a video game, Josh.
But this is it's uncensored, bro.
That actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it glows in the dark. The cover it does.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And more video game art books.
We've got Super Mario Encyclopedia if you really like Super Mario. So if you know a little bit about Super Mario, enough to warrant you wanting to know more about Super Mario, this is a good place to start because it's the encyclopedia of Super Mario.
Only of the first 30
First
years.
30 years, so anything after
The
that.
next 30. Poor.
Oh, we also have.
This is big. This is
real big.
This
I'm
is-
gonna open it up.
Cyberpunk 2077. It was a game that was very well received when it launched. There was no complaints whatsoever about it. No, sir. Everyone loved it. Great reception.
Comes with a whole bunch of stuff.
It comes with a whole bunch
Got
of
some pens in there. We got a access card in case you wanted to get in somewhere. And then we've got the book, and the book is also you hold that part.
Okay.
I'll do the art speaking. Thanks. If anybody's qualified to speak about art here, it's me. We've got the art of Cyberpunk 2077.
And an multi license plate. It says bought.
Yeah. So if you were into that game, or if you just kind of into good-looking books, because
It is
even
a
though-
good-looking book.
even though the game tanked, this book's actually really cool. There's some redemption in here. Even actually, it goes far to say that if you read the book, you might even enjoy the game.
Guys, there's so much in here as well. There's tattoos, I think.
tattoos.
Yeah. There's a
But are they permanent?
Johnny Silverhand poster. I hope they're permanent. 20% off. It's worth trying out.
Josh, you need one on your neck.
Yeah, I reckon
And there's some metallic, kind of like ruby blueprints, red prints. The red
Oh,
prints,
they're
guys.
really cool.
So heaps of kind of like nods to the game in this. So like this is exclusively available at Popcultcha. It's a great set, and it's 20% off. 20% off, guys.
Oh,
20% off. Just use the word.
Yeah.
Use the code HIP.
I'm giving this a thumbs up because there's a lot of pictures in this book as well. And a lot of colours. You're not getting bored of this book.
You're not gonna get bored of it.
this book.
Limited edition. Definitely get your hands on this one. This is the book to get this Christmas for sure. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Books at Popcultcha, 20% off this weekend. Use the code HIP, HIP, all caps at checkout.
Does that also include comics?
It certainly
Yes.
does, Bianca. It certainly does. We've got some comics. We might have some.
When you
some
say
single issue
comics, do you mean
magazines.
graphic novels as well?
And graphic novels, you better believe we've got graphic novels. We've got
Graphic novels
Justice
too.
League, we've got Stranger Things, we've got heaps from Fantagraphics, Jordan Quarterly, Marvel, DC, Image, IDW.
And guess what else? Kids books.
Yeah.
Kids books. So if you got kids, or if you need to buy some Christmas presents for some kids, now's the time to do it. We got some DC Comics kids books here: Superman of Smallville, Swamp Kid, Black Canary, Ignite, and Dear Justice League. Not gonna lie, that Swamp Kid one,
yeah, that looks
And
fun.
Superman
speaking to me.
jeans.
yeah,
Because I have to point that out. I thought it was important.
that one Swamp Kid's really speaking to me
Yeah.
because the Swamp guy's weird.
We've got golden books as well. Very exciting. I used to read these as a kid. I find it so cool that they're still around. We've got Scooby Doo,
Yes, we do.
Lilo and Stitch, a Batbot, which looks pretty sick, and Bugs Bunny's birthday. It's all
That one
happening.
looks good.
And 20% off, guys. Use the word, use the code HIP, HIP at checkout.
Last but not least.
Nathan Fitz wants to know if we've got any Simpsons comics.
Oh, do you know how long I've been saying that we should get Simpsons comics, Nathan? Unfortunately, we don't have any Simpsons comics.
It's sad that we never got Simpsons comics.
Yeah, Simpsons comics. I've got Simpsons comics though. But we have Rick and Morty comics, which are actually pretty close. If you like Simpsons comics, we got Rick and Morty
We got
comics.
Rick and Morty comics, guys. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
And we showed it last week. It's Santa and Panda.
Santa and
It's the
Panda.
hottest holiday toy. What of the year this is? It's a toy and a book, because it's got a book in it. It's 20% off. So you can get 20% off Santa and Panda this weekend. Just use the code HIP and check out HIP.
Oh my god!
Santa and Panda. It's everyone's. It's gonna take off around the world. Everyone's gonna reindeers. No one needs them. Pandas. They're the new it thing.
Don't be this guy. Don't be that angry guy. Be the happy panda.
Maybe a happy panda. You
Don't be
will
that
be a happy
angry.
panda with 20% off this weekend.
Right.
You will.
Yep. Yes,
Alright.
yes, sir. Hey,
I just want to point out as well that we have a book about records, well, the art on Mondo Records anyway. So it's a book, but it's about records, and it's also about art, and also it's 20% off, which is super exciting.
20% off. Come and get it. Come and get it.
Alright, what else we got on the table, Andy?
Yeah, we got
What's
plenty. We got
some
plenty.
choice?
Beanie Boos. Mike, you're gonna have to walk me through this.
They're pretty self-explanatory, Andy.
I mean, they're Beanie Boos.
You know the name.
This one's
That's
an
a
elephant.
corgi.
It's really cute.
This is the Beanie Baby.
So,
His
yeah.
name's Colin. His legs are tiny, but he's hard to. His legs are so tiny.
Yeah, because he's
that
a
he doesn't
corgi.
stand up.
No, it's because he's a corgi.
This is another Beanie Baby. This is Tabor. I think it's a tiger, but it's.
This is Tiggy. Oh, that's so cute. It's adorable. I love it. What's this one? Oh,
It's a little
deer.
deer.
And its
Aw.
name's Buckley.
And this is
Oh my God.
That's a great name for a
It's a bush baby, Andy.
Is
It's a
it?
bush baby.
Is it really?
It really is a bush
His
baby.
name is Binky.
Binky.
Wow.
I love
Super
bush
cute.
babies.
I'm impressed.
I bet you are.
You guys like Beanie Babies, Beanie Buddies, Beanie Boos? They're all here. They're all available. And
And
look, if you like big ones, we've got one.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, look at
That's
that.
the one you want.
What is it, like a...
It's like a unicorn
it's
thing.
a
Is it
cat.
like unicorn?
It's a cat with a horn.
Unikitty.
That's amazing.
We didn't take it out because we didn't want to get him dirty.
Unikitty.
Because he's big.
Yeah.
And
And pastel. And
Yeah.
they get very dirty very quickly.
yeah. Anyway, Beanie Boos, Beanie Babies, Beanie Pals. They're all here. Come and get them. Josh, take it away.
Oh, this we've actually been having some disagreements on this today because originally I said it was about Harold the doll, but that's because I got confused between two haunted dolls.
It's not.
But-
It's Willie the dummy from the Twilight Zone.
No, but I'm saying it's based on Robert the doll.
And I'm telling you, we looked at Wikipedia and proved that you were incorrect.
Yeah.
He just has a similar
Okay.
sailor outfit.
So there's a haunted doll that wears a sailor outfit, and Andy said that there's no way that that doll there and the haunted doll that wears the sailor outfit. And his excuse was, this was his reasoning behind why they couldn't be related, because he said Twilight Zone was made in the 1960s, but Robert the doll had been haunting people since the
What I'm
1800s.
telling you is that this is from an episode of the Twilight Zone. It has nothing to do with Robert the Doll. But tell us about Robert the Doll, Josh. Tell us.
Basically, it's this doll that they created back in the 1800s, and he used to live with this little boy, and then he would sit up in the attic window and he'd like wave at the neighborhood children. They end up finding him, putting him in like a cage, a glass cage like they do with the
Yeah, it was
doll.
the doll waving at the neighborhood.
Yeah, the doll
Yeah.
was waving, and like not nicely,
Yeah.
like he was being like.
Aggressively greeting the children.
But they put him in this case, and basically whenever someone takes a picture of him without asking, bad things start happening to them, and then they have to send him a handwritten apology letter, and there's heaps of them on the internet, so if you're into weird things, look at Robert the Doll. Cause
Is this what the Conjuring doll's based off?
No, Conjuring
That
Doll's
was-
also,
that was a
that's a
Raggedy
real
Andy
Annabelle doll.
that-
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Robert the Doll's worse.
He's
It sure is.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's
Terrifying.
worse.
Sure
I
is.
watched a really bad documentary on Robert the Doll,
Yeah,
and I was unimpressed then, and I'm unimpressed now.
no, it's.
But
you
I am
actually
impressed
don't
by
know.
the Twilight Zone. This is from Trick Trick Studios. It's life size, and he's not a real ventriloquist dummy, but he's posable, and
Here he is. It's a little bit like picking up Andy.
wait, hang on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so.
The likeness.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Pretty good. Anyway,
It's
stands
possible.
on them.
You can kind of move him around. You can move his legs.
And if you have young children, I guess you can put them in the sailor outfit as well.
Yeah, it's like a 2-for-1.
Yeah. So that's for Trick or Treat Studios, life size, Robert the Doll, right, Josh?
Life size, no, you wouldn't want a Robert the Doll. I wouldn't recommend getting a Robert the Doll, even if it's just a replica.
From Funko, we spoke about pops. Let's talk about sodas. We've got some new sodas in. We've got Mad Hatter. Now with sodas, every soda has a chance of a chase. They're all limited edition, one production run vinyl figures. This is limited to 8,000 pieces total, but the chase is limited to 1,300 out of that 8,000 pieces. So you've got like a 1 in 6 chance of getting a metallic Mad Hatter. And we got him. Weren't we lucky?
Yeah,
So
we
it's
were
nice
lucky.
and shiny. So that's Mad Hatter. That was the only chase we found in this batch, but we got some awesome ones in. We got Yukon, we got Aquaman, we got Karito, we got Bumble, we got Heat Miser, we got Snow Miser, we got Barrel, and we got Godzilla now. Godzilla's selling real quick.
Yeah.
So if you need Godzilla, add him to your cart right now.
All of these vinyl sodas, they sell pretty quickly, and also
There's no restocks.
no, there's no restocks, and also they're all super cool. They're all really well done. They're all very
The
stylized.
Godzilla look insane. This is so good.
I like this. I like the snow miser.
Oh, look at it dripping off his nose.
I don't even know what it's from, but I like it. He's got some icicle on his nose, and his hair's made out of ice. They're just all, I don't know.
They got nice details.
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
They're all very good details.
Well designed, well sculpted. Different to a pop. I guess the artists have a bit more ability to, create something a bit more unique.
There's a bit more weight to them.
Yeah.
There's a bit more weight to these.
Anyway, let's move on because we've got some new basketball figures from Super7. There's their reaction line, but with the sports they call them Super Sports, not reaction. Josh, tell me about basketball.
So we got Anthony Davis from the Lakers. What I quite like about this one is he's got his monobrow. If you look closely, his eyebrows are very connected. We've got Steph Curry from the Golden State Warriors, overrated. We've got who was that? Russell Westbrook from the Houston Rockets. So that's like 2 teams ago now, but we'll just leave that, shall we? We've got Ben Simmons from the Philadelphia 76ers. He's actually the only one that has the ball outside of Spaxton. That's because he doesn't really touch the ball. Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers as well, complete with his sick little haircut there. And we have James Harden from the Houston Rockets, also a team ago now, but don't worry about that. It's really cool to see them doing this though.
What I really like about these, because a lot of them are quite tall gentlemen. They're in scale, so they're 3/4, but a lot of them are up to 4 inches.
So like, if you look at Russell Westbrook and Joel Embiid, there's a real height difference there. Yeah. So no, it's
that's a nice detail.
Yeah. It's real cool to see them doing this though. We don't get that many action figures on sports personalities, so to see them really do, like outside of pop vinyls, so to see them do these reaction figures is really cool, and I hope they keep doing it. I hope we get to see some more.
It's going to be good. We've got some more coming in soon, hopefully. So from Hasbro, we're going to have a couple new arrivals. This thing's creeping me out. You made me stand up on the ground. That was honestly like. This is from Transformers Shattered Glasses Jetfire. It's a really cool. It's like black and green, purple and stuff. The artwork's really great as well. And he transforms into a jet, which you wouldn't expect from a character named Jetfire. So that's good. We've got a couple new Marvel Legends, part of the new Spider-Man wave. Which we showed some last week as well. This is a Build-A-Figure with Marvel's Armadillo. So you get a piece of Armadillo in each one, and you collect a whole set, you can create an Armadillo action figure. We've got Morlun, who looks like a vampire guy, and this is definitely the highlight of it. It's J. Jonah Jameson.
AKA the best part of Far From Home.
And every Spider-Man film, really.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons is a worldwide treasure. So those are available. This is definitely the coolest thing. I'm going to give one away this week because we're feeling pretty generous. This is Pudgy Pig. This was announced recently as far as from the Hasbro Pulse con. And boy, we've got one here.
He's got any pulse in it, I tell you.
He comes in kind of like lunchbox packaging, and it comes with a little card that kind of reflects what you might have put in your Transformers lunchbox back in the day. But it also has a little backdrop of him at the cafeteria where he's eating. It's like, I don't know, I've seen him in there.
I love this.
So this is great. He's got great articulation.
Why does he have a
with
fork?
a knife and a fork because he's eating. He comes with replacement hands. He's got a pie. And my favorite thing about this is that there's a piece of pie that comes out of the pie.
He would just eat the whole pie. Look at the size of his mouth and
he's
scale with
got
the
He wouldn't, Josh, because he's got a knife and fork, and he's not
nachos,
on it.
there's
And
some guac on them, and he's got a singular taco, and
That's not enough, that single taco, not for him.
he's got his kind of like Roman thing going on there, and he's got great articulation, and his mouth opens, and there's a lot of room in his mouth.
Don't, Andy, no.
You can put the food in there, I think.
All of it?
I'm trying it.
What about his other hands?
We did it, good guys! It's all in there.
So his other hands is in that too?
We might be able to. No.
Well, that's cannibalism now.
I was gonna
Anyway,
say.
Pudgy Pig, great packaging. It's from Hasbro. I don't know if they're coming out, so sorry, whoever wins it. But that's a great release from Power Rangers Lightning Collection. From Hot Toys, we got some new Cos Babies. You guys remember Loki? It was a show from a couple months ago, and on Disney Plus. This is Sylvie, one of the Loki variants. We've also got a couple of Iron Man Gantry Cos Baby sets, which include a backdrop and some really great packaging. This is from Iron Man 2. And that's one of those.
How do you know?
Because it says on the packaging. And
I think
this
those are really cool.
This is from
Avengers. It's from Avengers.
It's from the first Avengers.
It's from when he loses his left arm because he's trying to find it.
I remember that scene.
And he just finds it under the bed.
He's walking out. He's getting undressed. So if you wanted to.
It's some pretty tidy packaging.
Yeah, it's nice. I really like the shape. I really like the design. I really like Cos Babies.
Hey Andy, do you like real hair?
I'm not going to talk about the doll again, are we?
No, we're talking about Regan.
Oh, cool. It's another doll. Yeah, it's definitely possessed. Rooted hair. This is a resin figure, part of the deformed line from Star Race. Dragon from The Exorcist, and she's got a cloth dress and hair. So some nice details. Also from that same line from Star Race, we've got a couple of Cobra figures from
Those are
Planet of the Apes.
cool. Yeah.
Josh, you really like Planet of the Apes that time.
I really like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. That was good because I've always wanted a pet chimp, but the other ones didn't really do it for me as much. I liked the middle one because it was when they were learning things. But in the last one, they were a bit too evolved by that point. It was just like watching humans versus humans.
But the humans were de-evolving at the same time.
No, the humans had weapons.
Yeah, but anyway, two different versions of this. One's got a spear, one's got a gun, and they're both in stock now. From Square Enix, we've got The World Ends With You, the animation statue of Iki and Neku, and these are really great kind of PVC figures, interesting bases, and really dynamic poses. So they're very much suspended in midair almost, because there's very little contact with the base on both figures, which is really cool. From Dark Horse, maybe? Yep, Dark Horse. We've got a Halo Infinite.
Master Chief.
It's Master Chief. It's from the new game. We've also got a Master Chief helmet from Wicked Cool Toys. So you can be a Master Chief yourself.
Yeah.
Dean wants to know what are the prices on everything, Josh?
Yeah.
Pricing was Andy's job this week. I set up the table. So, Andy, what are the prices?
Oh, Josh. No, we ran out of time. We didn't price anything.
Yeah.
It seems to be a common trend, because Josh rolls in here at $4.29 every day.
$4.29
And said, all right,
$4.29 in the morning to get all this set up.
It says,
Every-
all right, I'm
every
ready.
Friday.
I'm ready to. What do we need?
Yeah.
Here. And then we'd be like, well, Josh, we're starting, and we'd be like, oh, we've priced everything.
Yeah, we're starting
and
in
we'll
12
be like,
hours.
no, Josh, we asked you to come in to price everything, and you're like, nah. So that's where we're at. So no prices this week, but you know what? We have a website, and you can look it all up, and the prices will be there.
Except if you're looking at books and vinyl records, remember to use the 20% off code because you'll get 20% off them if you use the code.
What is that code?
It's HIP.
HIP,
Hip.
all caps.
Yep.
Yep.
From Good Smart Company, we have Emma Terasu.
From Wakami.
Yeah, that's a cool dog.
Well, part of the pop-up parade line, PVC statue.
That dog would be really well trained.
It is. It's a god. And yeah, from Diamond Select Toys, we've got the Earth. So they're doing a line of Bruce Lee figures where they're kind of looking at elements, fire, earth, and water. This is the Earth version of that, and you can see that he's crushing some earth beneath his very capable legs. And that's part of their gallery line, gallery got some games and cards and stuff, new Pokemon cards. Yeah, what do we got?
We've got a Wonder Woman card game from Wonder Woman 84, obviously. I don't know the rules of this. It's for 2 to 4 players, ages 14 plus, runs for about 25 minutes. So you have a deck of cards with a bunch of different actions like Wonder Woman does, so like lasso, sprinting, whatever. And so you utilize those to defeat enemies. So pretty cool. You can be a superhero. We have games from Firefly. I have
Luke,
no
do you
knowledge
like
on
Firefly? Luke knows
yeah.
Firefly.
No, I've watched it a long time ago, but what that has to relate to the game, I don't know.
It's about ships.
How about you, Mikey? I bet you know some
Yeah.
stuff about
Might
this.
these expansions?
They are. They're ship expansions. So you've got the Jet Wash and the Esmeralda. The Jet Wash is named after Wash, Hope and Washburn from the original series. They each come with extra story cards and setup cards. They just add extra ships to the base Firefly game.
Cool.
Cool. So we've got those. We've also got a bunch of new Pokemon stuff. So we have some cards from the Holland region, which is pretty cool. So 3rd generation of Pokemon there. And then we've got a mini collector's album as well with Lapras on it, which I love. It just takes me back to the season where they go out to the Orange Islands and everything. I just love it. And then we have all these.
Mewtwo, Greninja, these are, and Zacian? I mean,
Zacian.
I've only read it on the game screen. I've never actually seen anyone say it. So these all come with a special edition big card of the character and a bunch of packs as well.
I have to say Mewtwo's my favourite one. I just really like the OG Pokemon though. I could never decide which Pokemon was my favourite between Mew or Mewtwo, and it's going to stay that way forever and ever. Anyway, I like this pack. It's aesthetically pleasing to me.
So Pokemon cards are back, they're cool, they're in fashion. You're going to want them for Christmas. Now's the right time to buy it. If you don't know what the postal service is going to be like through the month of December, so don't wait, do Christmas shopping now. I recommend it.
My favourite's Pidgeotto. It's my
What is-
favourite Pokemon. Yeah. It's easily my favourite Pokemon.
Nothing like evolving the first Pokemon you catch after 2 hours.
I thought you weren't into it because of the Peaky Blinders thing.
No, you
No,
just
I
wise
like,
into it.
like the Peaky Blinders.
Oh, I
Josh
see.
is
I
really into
see.
Peaky Blinders.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
that's that there.
Josh likes 2 things, Peaky Blinders and Baz Luhrmann's
I thought you were going to say haircuts and
Great
razor
Gatsby.
blades.
And conspiracies and ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts.
Is that everything today, guys?
That's
I think
everything.
That's
Let's give away some
Hey,
prizes.
we're right on time, so let's give away some prizes.
We're giving away first of all two of these. So we're gonna do 2 spins. It's Harry Potter with his Hogwarts letters where he's standing up on the table. He's so happy. He's throwing them all up in the air, and he's like, "I'm gonna be a wizard, Dad." And
But his dad's not, you haven't seen Harry Potter, have you?
No. Alright, let's take it away.
Alright, Ron Alford, congratulations. Just send us a private message on Facebook with your name, postal information, and email address, and we'll get one sent out to you ASAP. Spin again for the second HP.
Here we go. Oh. Josh J! Josh
It's
J!
gonna be Betty. Remember, Josh J, congratulations, you won.
I'm sorry, Josh J. I forgot to write your last name off. Hey, you know who you are, probably.
Josh
So.
J. Jonah Jameson, congratulations. Just send us a private message on Facebook with your name, postal information, email address. We'll get a Harry Potter pop sent out to you or several other Josh J's.
I'm pretty sure it was a Josh J and then the last name, so. There you go. Alright, who are we going for next?
Big prize, we're gonna give away the Pudgy the Pig.
Oh, here we go.
Nathan,
Good job, man.
I
It's not
really.
the one the first time, isn't it?
No.
No. I like things like that because they really make you ask, what? How does he work? Because he's just got a head.
Yeah, he's got like no body, it's just a head mouth.
So
And
how does
ears.
it work?
Don't look over his ears. There's some years.
Well, yeah, there's some new things.
Anyway, just send us a private message on Facebook, Nathan. You can post information, email address, and we'll send this this pudgy pig out to you. And do whatever you want with it.
What else we got?
That's it.
Is that it? I thought you said we had to do something else.
Yeah, 2 Harry Potters and a pudgy pig.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for watching. Again, guys, it's 20% off books and records this weekend on the website and in store. Come down to Geelong, check us, check out. So it's definitely a good. If you're gonna buy anything in a store, I recommend buying books and records in store because it is an experience in and of itself that you can't replicate.
And you can thumb through the
You
book.
can thumb through the book.
And
You can.
they sometimes have things that we don't have online as
Yes,
well.
this is true.
Yeah.
There might be a one-off thing that we no longer have listed.
Yeah.
But 20% off books and records this weekend. Just use the code HIP at checkout and get some sort of Christmas, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next week for another exciting week in review here at Popcultcha. So Josh, I'm Andy, Bianca, Luke, and Mike behind the camera. Take it easy and have a great weekend.
And
Yay!
stay safe.
Stay safe, everyone. Yay!